Welcome to the Great Show of Greyhounds. My name is Brian, and this is Wilson. And in this episode, we're gonna go for a walk. Come on. So, before we get going, we need to discuss what type of leash and collar we should have on our Greyhound. Because Greyhounds are bred to be aerodynamic, their heads are smaller than their necks. A collar with a buckle on it that doesn't adjust at all could easily slide over the top. A martingale collar can resize around the Greyhound's neck depending on how they pull. And it works a lot like a dog choker collar, except without the punishment aspect. And it's also not going to slide over their head because their ears cling onto it like a hook. I understand that some people prefer the harness over the collar because it goes around the chest rather than the neck and allows them to contain their dogs better in situations where it might be spooked and is going to run or another dog is coming at them. Now, I've not really used one, so I can't tell you which one is better. Some have noted that all the tags can weigh down the collars, causing the dogs to walk with their heads down low, and then the tags are smacking onto their front legs as they're walking. I've actually noticed this with our senior Grey, Olive, and I may actually start using that harness with her to see if it improves anything. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Oh, gotta poop. So now it's time to talk about the leash. I want to make sure I have one with a looped handle that I can wrap around my wrist. Greyhounds can achieve speeds greater than 30 miles per hour, and if something were to make him to want to run, having this looped around my wrist gives me the ability to use the whole strength of my arm to contain him. And that is actually going to play quite heavy into why you should never use one of these retractable leashes with a Greyhound. Not only are Wilson's leg muscles strong enough to break all the plastic mechanisms in this thing, my fingers will never have the strength to hang onto the handle should Wilson decide to bolt. When a Greyhound takes off running, they're intensely focused on their target up ahead. They're not paying attention to details to remember to follow their way back home. It's kind of like a tunnel vision. And since they're sight hounds, they're not really able to smell their trail to go back home that way either. They're very focused, and in that state of mind, they're not looking both ways before they cross the street. Sorry to take this video down that dark path, but I really needed to express how important it was to have your Greyhound contained when you're outside. If Wilson were to take off running, I would need to pursue him in my car, and chances are he would be running faster than I could do that through a residential neighborhood. A retractable leash like this may work great for any other kind of dog, but for a Greyhound, this sort of thing belongs in the garbage. So long as I have this leash around my wrist, I should have no issue. Come on. Now it's time for this episode's photo finish. This is a picture of Heather walking Wilson the very first day we met him. I'd like to encourage all of you to post photos in the comments below of pictures of you walking your Greyhounds. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Great Show of Greyhounds. Please share it online with anyone who you think would benefit from seeing it. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. And over here on this side of the screen should be a link to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Over here on this side you'll find links to the previous and the next episode in which we'll be discussing feeding your Greyhound. Have a great day.